Hey guys, and welcome back to the United Star. So as we've discussed before, we finally won after lockdown, a 3-0 performance, a solid performance. We've discussed a lot about this game in our previous video, but we have Prasham to take us through the player ratings, which a lot of you guys liked last time, which we did against Spurs. So Prasham, let's get straight into it. And the man that was non-existent for this game, David De Gea.
I'd give David De Gea a solid 6.5. I think he didn't have much to do. I think what I saw is three or four good passes from the back. So I'd give him good stuff for that because he's generally not been good with distribution. And he was commanding the box. I heard him shout, so he can talk as well. So yeah, David De Gea, good 6.5.
Definitely, he managed the defense pretty well. Let's go on to our club captain, Harry Maguire.
Again, Harry Maguire, give him a solid 7. Made a couple of good blocks in the end. One slide tackle that I distinctly remember that he made last man challenge. So again, didn't do much wrong. Didn't have much to do. Was good on the ball. So everything we signed him for. So 7 because he made no mistakes, but he also didn't have much to do.
It was back to the performance that we're used to from Harry Maguire. Especially there was this moment in the first half where he told Luke Shaw to fucking switch on, and that's
Yeah,
what I want from our captain, right?
right.
Uh, what about Lindelof?
Same as Maguire. I'd give him a 7 as well. Nothing wrong with his performance. A couple of good defensive clearances. From the corners and was good while tracking back. I think I remember one moment where Van Bissaka was out of position and he covered for him. So nothing wrong with it. Again, nothing much to do as well. So 7.
Okay, what about Luke Shaw?
Shaw, I'd give a 7.5. I think he was good going forward. I think he was very good going forward. That last pass to Igalo
Yeah,
should have finished it. But
it was a
anyway,
Lukaku touch. I was like, when did we get Lukaku back into United?
yeah, it was Lukaku-esque. You're right. But Luke Shaw was good going forward today. A couple of good passes. I think he combined well with Rashford. Rashford drifting in, Luke Shaw making those overlapping round like he
Yeah.
always does. And I think we're finally getting the player we signed.
Yeah, definitely. The one we had before the injury that he faced. What about Van Bissaka? He put in some lovely balls.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think his attacking play today looked unbelievably good. Defensively, he didn't have much to do like everyone else. I
Yeah, yeah,
think
definitely.
nothing, but the cross that he put in for the second goal, brilliant. So I'd go for an 8.5 for Wan-Bissaka actually, just because defensively he was solid. But going forward, there was another couple of crosses that he put that could have potentially led to a goal in the final few minutes. That one crossfield pass, I didn't expect it. Igalo was like 2 centimeters away from it. Could have been another assist. So I think Van Bissaka was very good. And why I give him an 8.5 is because his attacking play is a weakness, and he showed that he can do that today. And that's why I think I rate him a little highly than the others.
Personally, I would reduce the rating because I just think the defense we played against made him look good. It wasn't the strongest defense for Sheffield, so I'd probably go for an 8. Otherwise, I'm on the same page for all other players.
Possibly.
Yeah. Let's get into the midfield. Matic, he was a surprise when the lineup came up. Everyone was expecting McTominay.
Nemanja Matic was an absolute rock today. I mean, he showed why he's a Premier League winner, and he showed that why we signed him in the first place. I think age has obviously gotten to him, and as the game wore on, he was looking a little leggy. But when it mattered, Matic was there. He was connecting the play well between the defense and the attack. And the best part of I think a CDM, the less you mention him, the better it is, because that means
Exactly.
he's not made the mistake. So again, I'd give him an 8 as well. I think I really liked the way he played today. He shut the play
Agreed.
down from Sheffield and he linked play for United.
Agreed. Completely agreed. What about the man who won us the game against Spurs, Bruno?
Bruno Fernandez, 8.5. At times, I feel that Bruno tries. I mean, I think Bruno tries to play the impossible pass every time. I
Yeah.
don't think he needs to do that.
Yeah.
I think out of 10 times, if he plays it just 3 times, it's fine. He tries to do it 10 out of 10 times. But there were a couple of moments of brilliance, like for the third goal when he drops his shoulder,
Yeah.
and I think
That was the
it's
second goal. That was the second
the
goal.
second goal, yeah, he drops his shoulder, doesn't take a shot, and passes it to Van Bissaka. For the third goal, I meant the touch that he takes from
Yeah.
Pogba. Like it's
Definitely.
so beautifully weighted. So I mean, the man's a genius. He
Yeah.
just knows what he's doing. So I'd give him an 8.5, and even I'd give Paul Pogba an 8.5.
Yeah.
So Paul
100%.
Pogba, I think Pogba was fantastic. Some of the long range passing, some of the combination play with Bruno, Martial, Rashford, unbelievable. I think Paul Pogba as well deserves an 8.5. And with Pogba and Bruno together, I think it's a great thing to have for Manchester United going forward. And they really showed like they should be starting every game. It doesn't matter whom we play. I think they're good enough. And Pogba has, I mean, Pogba suddenly looks like he's got his head down and he's playing. And I'd also give like, if I had to rate Pogba and Bruno's partnership, I'd give that like a solid 9. I think the combination play was brilliant.
I completely agree with you. The combination it was so slick and fast. It's like that Silva KDB kind of partnership that's getting formed. Maybe not to that level yet, but definitely, dude. A key fact: Bruno hasn't lost a game in a United jersey yet.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that is spectacular. And with the way Pogba's playing, I mean, I just don't know. Let's move on. What about I'm sad about the way Rashford played. I
Uh, Marcus Rashford, let's say I give him a 7.
Yeah, I think that's
I
fair.
give him a 7. He had two big chances, could have been 5-0, but also he gave two brilliant assists. So the first assist was
Agreed.
essentially a third goal.
Agreed. Agreed.
He absolutely beat the man, and then he fizzed the pass in. A great finish from Martial. And the third goal as well, the weight of the pass was just delightful.
Agreed.
So, in that sense, he was amazing. Should have scored, but it's okay. I have full faith in him that he's going to come back and score. So I'd give Rashford a 7. Could be 6.5, but I think I'm feeling a little generous today because I thought it was a great performance. So 7.
Yeah. What about Greenwood?
I think Mason Greenwood did the most defensive work out of the entire team today. I mean, attacking going forward, I think what I thought is one thing that I always have liked about him, he's not scared to shoot. So he
Yeah.
took three shots on, I think. I think two were outside the box and one was also not a particularly easy angle. So that's good about him. He's fearless and that's what I want in a striker. But from an attacking point of view, I'd give him a 6 compared to everyone else. He wasn't that involved, but considering how well he tracked back and defended, I'd say I'd give him a 7 as well because he gives us an option. He gives Ole an option for him to start on the right because I feel he did a better defensive job than Dan James has been doing.
So then, should we settle for a 6.5 for
Yeah,
Greenwood?
yeah. Let's settle for a 6.5.
Sounds good. And the main man, bro, the one who scored a hat trick after RVP, after Sir Alex Ferguson's
No,
time.
after Van Persie in the league, after Rooney in that UEFA Champions League qualifier,
Henchman.
you have to give him 10 of 10. It's been 5 years, I think, since United players scored a hat
I
trick.
mean, let's be honest. His all-round play was fabulous. The way
Fabulous.
the pass he made to Rashford, which Rashford eventually ended up missing, it wasn't him being greedy at all, except for that one Pogba incident. And I
No,
hate people
that's
doing
okay.
that.
You expect that.
But
I expect that from a striker at 2 goals.
yeah,
He has to go
yeah,
for goal
yeah,
from there.
definitely. But
Absolutely a 10 on 10 for Martial. Did not miss any chances, did
yeah,
not waste any opportunities. And his movement was brilliant. His close control, his finishing has never been in doubt. The hunger was there. He wanted to get that third goal. And that's what I want to see from Martial. I'm so glad that he took that shot from Pogba because often we see he's not interested in that third goal. And today he looked sharp and the whole team actually looked very good from the goals. Like
yeah,
just off the bat, we looked a lot sharper today. And Martial was phenomenal. You cannot give him anything less than a 10 today.
definitely. I'm in awe of Martial. I anyways like him really a lot as a striker, and he's proved his worth and his critics today. I'm not going to get into the substitutes because much didn't
Yeah.
happen except for the historic five changes
5 changes. Yeah. I'd give
one go.
that's it.
So I'm going to ask you the last question. What's your rating on Ole this time?
Absolutely. Ole Gunnar also gets a 8.5 from me. The only reason why I'm being a little harsh on him because I feel like we have the FA Cup game and the game was done for like a long period of time. Could have made the changes a little earlier, maybe 10 minutes earlier, I feel. But I
I think
can't
he was
fault him
scared
today.
of the reverse happening at Old Trafford, and then us not having the legs to
No, of course. So I can't fault him, but like I just think that maybe that, but like again, substitutions were on point. Playing Pogba and Bruno together was on point. And yeah, Ole didn't do anything. He didn't have much to do. I think it was like the old United team where not for one moment today I thought that we're going to let this slip, and we could have scored 2 goals more. And it seemed like the old United team where the manager really doesn't have to do much apart from putting the team out there. And yeah, for that I'd give him an 8.5. And yeah, hopefully we go on from this to the Norwich game and perform well there and continue our form in the league as well.
So, I mean, that's spot on. You've covered all the points, and I think this was a really good game. We
Absolutely.
continued our second half performance against Spurs in this, and let's hope that we continue on this winless streak that we're on. If I'm not mistaken, it's 13 now.
13
So,
unbeaten.
Old Trafford was slightly weird, but that's for another video. Anyways, guys, this is what we think the player ratings are for this game. Uh, let us know what you think. Was Greenwood a 6.5? Was Luke Shaw slightly low? I don't know, guys. I'm just too excited right now. Let us know. Anyways, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you.